Welcome to Serene Traveling, a space where faith meets the beauty of creation. As we journey through serene landscapes, we'll also travel through the timeless wisdom of the Bible, discovering what each chapter means for our lives today. Thank you for joining me on this journey through God's Word. May the wisdom of each chapter, verse, and book in the Bible stay with you as you walk through your own path. If the messages given on this channel encourages you, consider subscribing and sharing this moment of peace with someone else.
Hey everyone! Welcome back to our Bible study. Today we're diving into the first chapter of Proverbs. Proverbs is a treasure trove of wisdom literature, and it all kicks off with chapter 1, setting the stage for what's to come. First, let's talk about the purpose of Proverbs, found in verses 1 through 6. These verses spell out the goal, to impart wisdom, instruction, and understanding. It's designed to teach discernment and prudence to the inexperienced, knowledge and discretion to the young, and even wisdom and guidance for the wise. Basically, there's something here for everyone, no matter where you are in your journey. Now, verse 7 introduces a foundational principle. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. What does this mean? Reverence and submission to God are essential for gaining true knowledge and wisdom. Without recognizing God's authority, any attempt at wisdom is incomplete. Next, let's move to verses 8 through 19. Here we see a fatherly warning against the enticement of sinners. The father advises his son to listen to parental guidance, comparing it to a crown or necklace of honor. He warns about the dangers of being lured into schemes of violence and greed, pointing out that such paths lead to self-destruction. It's a reminder to value the wisdom of those who genuinely care for us. Finally, verses 20 to 33 personify wisdom as a woman calling out in public places. She urges people to turn from foolishness and embrace wisdom. She warns that rejecting wisdom leads to calamity and regret. However, those who listen to wisdom will live securely and at peace, free from fear of harm. It's a powerful image, showing wisdom as something accessible to all, but only beneficial to those who heed its call. So, what are the key takeaways from Proverbs 1? Number 1. Wisdom begins with a proper relationship with God, marked by awe and respect. Number 2, it's crucial to avoid bad influences and resist the temptation to engage in harmful behaviors. And number 3, heeding wisdom's call leads to safety and blessings, while ignoring it results in disaster. This chapter lays the groundwork for understanding the value of wisdom and the consequences of folly, themes that run throughout the entire book. So, as we continue our journey through Proverbs, keep these principles in mind. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights on the Bible. See you next time. Hey everyone! Welcome back to our Bible study. Today we're diving into the first chapter of Proverbs. Proverbs is a treasure trove of wisdom literature, and it all kicks off with chapter 1, setting the stage for what's to come. First, let's talk about the purpose of Proverbs, found in verses 1 through 6. These verses spell out the goal, to impart wisdom, instruction, and understanding. It's designed to teach discernment and prudence to the inexperienced, knowledge and discretion to the young, and even wisdom and guidance for the wise. Basically, there's something here for everyone, no matter where you are in your journey. Now, verse 7 introduces a foundational principle. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. What does this mean? Reverence and submission to God are essential for gaining true knowledge and wisdom. Without recognizing God's authority, any attempt at wisdom is incomplete. Next, let's move to verses 8 through 19. Here we see a fatherly warning against the enticement of sinners. The father advises his son to listen to parental guidance, comparing it to a crown or necklace of honor. He warns about the dangers of being lured into schemes of violence and greed, pointing out that such paths lead to self-destruction. It's a reminder to value the wisdom of those who genuinely care for us. Finally, verses 20 to 33 personify wisdom as a woman calling out in public places. She urges people to turn from foolishness and embrace wisdom. She warns that rejecting wisdom leads to calamity and regret. However, those who listen to wisdom will live securely and at peace, free from fear of harm. It's a powerful image, showing wisdom as something accessible to all, but only beneficial to those who heed its call. So, what are the key takeaways from Proverbs 1? Number 1. Wisdom begins with a proper relationship with God, marked by awe and respect. Number 2, it's crucial to avoid bad influences and resist the temptation to engage in harmful behaviors. And number 3, heeding wisdom's call leads to safety and blessings, while ignoring it results in disaster. This chapter lays the groundwork for understanding the value of wisdom and the consequences of folly, themes that run throughout the entire book. So, as we continue our journey through Proverbs, keep these principles in mind. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights on the Bible. See you next time.
The second chapter of Proverbs emphasizes the rewards of seeking wisdom and the protection it provides. It builds on the themes introduced in chapter 1, offering a deeper explanation of how wisdom comes from God and how it safeguards those who pursue it. The pursuit of wisdom, as described in Proverbs chapter 2, verses 1 to 5. The chapter begins with a call to actively seek wisdom as a treasure. Phrases like, "If you accept my words and search for it as for hidden treasure," highlight that gaining wisdom requires effort and dedication. True wisdom begins with the fear of the Lord and grows through a deep relationship with God. Wisdom comes from God, as stated in Proverbs chapter 2, verses 6 to 8. These verses affirm that God is the source of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. God protects and guards those who live righteously and seek his wisdom. The benefits of wisdom, as described in Proverbs chapter 2, verses 9 through 15, are profound. Wisdom helps you understand righteousness, justice, and fairness. It protects you from harmful paths and influences, specifically from those who speak deceitfully or walk in darkness. Protection from immorality, as outlined in Proverbs chapter 2, verses 16 through 19, is another crucial aspect of wisdom. Wisdom guards against falling into the trap of sexual immorality and the seduction of a wayward person. It warns that such paths lead to destruction and ruin, emphasizing the importance of staying faithful to God's ways. Walking in righteousness, as seen in Proverbs chapter 2, verses 20 through 22, is a result of embracing wisdom. Wisdom leads to a life of uprightness and integrity, ensuring safety and blessing. In contrast, the wicked and unfaithful will be cut off from the earth, symbolizing their eventual judgment. Key takeaways from Proverbs chapter 2 are essential for anyone seeking a life of wisdom. First, seek wisdom actively. Wisdom isn't automatic. You must value it and search for it as you would treasure. Second, God is the source. True wisdom comes from God, and he grants it to those who seek him. Third, protection through wisdom. Wisdom acts as a shield, protecting you from harmful choices, bad influences, and immoral behavior. And finally, the rewards of righteousness. Walking in wisdom leads to a blessed and secure life, while rejecting it leads to destruction. This chapter serves as an encouragement to pursue wisdom, not just for its rewards, but also for the moral and spiritual safety it provides. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for our next video. Before leaving, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel.
Hey there, thanks for joining me today. I want to dive into something incredibly powerful and uplifting. Proverbs chapter 3. This chapter is packed with wisdom and divine guidance that can transform our lives. Let's explore the hidden gems of Proverbs 3 together. First off, we're given a beautiful exhortation to trust and obey. Verses 1, 2 tell us to hold on to God's teachings because they promise a life of peace and prosperity. Verses 3, 4 emphasize the importance of loyalty and faithfulness, which leads to favor with both God and people. And who can forget verses 5, 6? Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge him, and he will make your path straight. This is a reminder that when we surrender our lives to God, he directs our steps. Verses 7, 8 caution us against being wise in our own eyes and urge us to fear the Lord and shun evil. This brings health and nourishment to our bodies. Verses 9 to 10 tell us to honor the Lord with our wealth and the first fruits of all our crops, leading to abundance. And finally, verses 11-12 remind us that the Lord's discipline is a sign of his love, just like a father disciplines his child. Next, let's talk about the value of wisdom in verses 13-24. Wisdom is more precious than silver, gold, or jewels. It brings long life, riches, honor, and peace. Wisdom is like a tree of life for those who embrace her. The Lord used wisdom to create the heavens and the earth, highlighting its divine significance. Verses 21-24 encourage us to retain sound wisdom and discretion, ensuring safety and sweet sleep. Finally, Proverbs 3 guides us on how to conduct ourselves towards others. Verses 25-26 assure us not to fear sudden disaster because the Lord is our confidence. Verses 27-28 teach us not to withhold good from those who deserve it and to act immediately when we can help. Verses 29-30 warn us against plotting harm or accusing someone without cause. Verses 31-32 advise us not to envy violent people or choose their ways because the Lord detests the perverse but takes the upright into his confidence. The chapter concludes with a powerful contrast. The Lord's curse is on the house of the wicked, but he blesses the home of the righteous. He mocks proud mockers, but shows favor to the humble and oppressed. The wise inherit honor, but fools get only shame. So what can we take away from Proverbs chapter 3? It's clear that trusting in the Lord, valuing wisdom, and treating others with justice and compassion lead to a blessed and peaceful life. Let these verses inspire you to align your life with God's teachings and embrace the divine favor he promises. Thanks for watching. If you found this video uplifting, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Stay blessed.
All right, my friends, gather round. Today, we're diving deep into the timeless wisdom of Proverbs chapter 4. If you're searching for guidance, purpose, or a little spiritual enlightenment, this chapter is your ultimate life guide. Let's start with a father's instruction. In verses 1-9, we hear the heartfelt advice of a father to his children. He calls on his kids to listen closely and gain understanding. This isn't just any advice, it's the kind that's been passed down through generations, kind of like a cherished family heirloom. The father emphasizes the importance of acquiring wisdom and understanding. He says, wisdom is the principal thing, the most valuable treasure you can possess. And guess what? Exalting wisdom will lead to honor and protection. It's like wearing a crown of grace and glory. Next, we explore the two paths in verses 10-19. Here the father urges his son to accept his words for a long and prosperous life. He talks about how holding on to instruction can be life-giving, but he doesn't stop there. He delivers a stern warning about avoiding the path of the wicked. This path leads to darkness and harm, he says. In contrast, the path of the righteous is like the morning sun, growing brighter until full daylight. Imagine that, a path that just keeps getting better and clearer. On the other hand, the way of the wicked is deep darkness, where they stumble without knowing why. Finally, we come to the exhortation to keep wisdom in verses 20-27. The father advises his son to pay close attention to his words and keep them within his heart. These words bring life and health, but there's more. He highlights the importance of guarding one's heart, calling it the wellspring of life. He tells his son to put away perversity from his mouth and keep his eyes focused straight ahead. Consider the path of your feet, he says. Avoid evil and stay on the straight path. So what's the takeaway here? Proverbs chapter 4 is all about the pursuit of wisdom and its transformative power. It's about passing this wisdom through generations and choosing the path of righteousness over wickedness. Remember, wisdom leads to a fulfilling and protected life, while rejecting it leads to destruction. Take these timeless teachings to heart and let them guide you on your journey. Stay wise, stay righteous, and keep your path illuminated. Thanks for watching, and until next time, peace and blessings. Hey there, today, I want to dive into Proverbs chapter 5 with you, and explore its powerful message about avoiding adultery and embracing faithfulness. Let's start with the first part, verses 1-14. Here we see a father talking to his son, urging him to pay attention to wisdom and understanding. Why? To maintain discretion and safeguard knowledge. It's like the father is saying, hey, listen up, I have some crucial advice for you. In verses 3-6, the father paints a vivid picture of the dangers of adultery. He warns of the seductive speech of the adulterous woman. Her lips are described as dripping honey and her speech as smoother than oil. But don't be fooled. Her end is bitter as wormwood and sharp as a double-edged sword. Her steps lead straight to the grave. It's a stark warning to stay away from such temptations. Then, in verses 7-8, he advises his son to stay far from her and avoid her door completely. Engaging with her can lead to the loss of honor, years of life, wealth, and labor to others. It's like throwing away everything you've worked for. Verses 11-14 describe the regret and anguish of ignoring wisdom and falling into the trap of adultery. It leads to public disgrace and ruin. Ouch! Now let's shift to the second part, verses 15, 20. Here the father exhorts his son to marital fidelity. He uses the metaphor of drinking water from one's own cistern. Basically, he's saying, enjoy your own spouse, don't go looking elsewhere. He encourages rejoicing in the wife of one's youth, describing her as a loving deer and graceful doe. Be captivated by her love always. He even throws in a rhetorical question in verse 20 to underscore the folly of seeking adulterous relationships. Finally, verses 21, 23 remind us of the consequences of infidelity. God sees all our ways, and the wicked are trapped by their own sins. In the end, it's the lack of discipline and great folly that lead to their downfall. So, what can we take away from Proverbs chapter 5? It's a powerful reminder to avoid the pitfalls of adultery and to cherish faithfulness and self-control. Trust in wisdom, stay true to your commitments, and you'll lead a life of honor and fulfillment. Thanks for tuning in. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights. Catch you next time. Hey everyone, welcome back to another session of our Bible study series. Today we're diving into Proverbs chapter 6, which is packed with practical wisdom and moral instructions for everyday life. Let's break down the key messages from this chapter. First up, we have a warning against foolish financial commitments. Verses 1 through 5 caution us about guaranteeing someone else's debt. It's like standing surety for a neighbor. This can lead to financial ruin. If you find yourself in that situation, the advice is simple. Do everything you can to free yourself from that commitment. Next, we get a valuable lesson from one of nature's smallest creatures, the ant. Verses 6 through 11 encourage the lazy person or sluggard to observe the ant's diligence and preparation. Ants are always busy, storing up food for the future. The takeaway here? Laziness leads to poverty and scarcity, just like a robber catching you off guard. So let's be like the ants, diligent and proactive. Moving on, we encounter the character of a wicked person in verses 12 through 15. This person is corrupt and deceitful, constantly spreading strife and planning evil. The warning here is clear. Sudden calamity will come upon them and there will be no way to escape. It's a stark reminder to keep our hearts and actions pure. Then, we have a list of 7 things the Lord hates, found in verses 16 through 19. These include pride, lying, shedding innocent blood, plotting wickedness, eagerness to do evil, false witnessing, and stirring up conflict among people. These behaviors are detestable and lead to destruction. It's a call to examine our own hearts and steer clear of these dangerous paths. Finally, Proverbs 6 gives another stern warning against adultery in verses 20 through 35. It echoes earlier chapters, urging us to obey parental wisdom and avoid the pitfalls of adultery. Adultery is compared to playing with fire. It inevitably brings pain, disgrace, and even revenge from a jealous spouse. It's a powerful reminder of the importance of faithfulness and integrity in our relationships. So, what's the overall message of Proverbs chapter 6? It's all about making wise choices in our daily lives. Whether it's avoiding risky financial promises, working diligently, staying away from evil and dishonest people, or steering clear of sexual immorality, wisdom and integrity lead to safety and honor. In contrast, foolish or immoral behavior leads to destruction. Thanks for joining me today. If you found this helpful, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more insights from the Bible. Until next time, stay blessed and stay wise. Hey there! Today I'm excited to share with you a powerful and timeless message. We're diving into Proverbs chapter 7, a chapter that offers profound wisdom and a vivid warning. This chapter is a vivid and dramatic warning against the seductive power of temptation, particularly adultery. It paints a picture that is both cautionary and instructive. Picture this, a father, full of love and concern, pleading with his son. He's not just giving advice, he's sharing wisdom born from experience. He knows the dangers lurking in the world, and his heart aches as he urges his son to hold tight to wisdom and God's commandments. He says, "My son, keep my words and store up my commands within you." These aren't just empty words, they are life-saving instructions. Keep my commands and you will live. Guard my teachings as the apple of your eye. This is about cherishing wisdom as you would your most precious possession. Bind them on your fingers, write them on the tablet of your heart. Make them an integral part of your daily life. This father is telling his son to keep God's wisdom close, to internalize it so deeply that it becomes a part of him. It's about making wisdom a part of your very being, to internalize it so deeply that it becomes a part of him. This is not just about knowing wisdom but living it. Why? Because he knows the enticements of sin are strong. Then, the scene shifts. The father's words paint a vivid picture of the dangers that lie ahead. The father describes a young man, naive and lacking judgment, wandering into the path of a seductive woman. This young man is unaware of the peril he's walking into. She's dressed to entice and her words are smooth as honey. Her appearance and words are designed to captivate and deceive. She promises excitement and secrecy, but she's leading him to a dark end. Her allure is a trap, a snare that leads to destruction. The father's voice breaks with urgency as he describes the young man being led like an ox to the slaughter, unaware of the fatal consequences, like a deer stepping into a noose. The imagery is stark and powerful, meant to jolt the listener into awareness. He's unaware that this path will cost him his life. The young man's ignorance is his downfall. The father ends with a powerful warning, a plea for vigilance and wisdom. Now then, my sons, listen to me, pay attention to what I say. This is a call to heed wisdom and avoid the pitfalls of temptation. Do not let your heart turn to her ways or stray into her paths. It's a warning to stay clear of the seductive allure of sin. Many are the victims she has brought down. Her slain are a mighty throng. The consequences of falling into temptation are severe and widespread. Her house is a highway to the grave, leading down to the chambers of death. The path of temptation leads to ruin and despair. So what's the takeaway for you and me? It's simple but profound. The wisdom of Proverbs 7 is timeless and relevant. Guard your heart and mind with God's wisdom. Make it a daily practice to seek and apply God's teachings. Stay alert to the seductive power of sin. Be aware of the subtle ways temptation can creep into your life. Temptation may look attractive and feel exciting, but it brings lasting and devastating consequences. The short-term allure is not worth the long-term pain. Keep God's commandments close, write them on your heart, let them guide your decisions and actions. They'll guide you, protect you, and keep you on the path of life. God's wisdom is a light that illuminates the right path. Stay faithful, stay alert, and stay rooted in God's truth. Thanks for watching, and remember, God's wisdom is your strongest defense against the dangers of temptation. Stay blessed and see you next time. Until then, keep God's wisdom close and let it guide your every step. Stay blessed and see you next time.
Proverbs chapter 8 is a beautiful and powerful poem where wisdom is personified as a woman, Lady Wisdom, calling out publicly to everyone, offering truth, guidance, and understanding. Her presence is not confined to the pages of ancient texts. She is alive and active, reaching out to us in our daily lives. She isn't hiding in some far-off land. Instead, she is right here among us, in the fields and on the hilltops, where life unfolds in its most raw and real form. No, she stands at the crossroads calling out to everyone. Her voice echoes through the hustle and bustle of our lives, urging us to pause and consider the paths we are taking. She speaks with a mother's love, urging us to listen and learn. Her words are filled with compassion and care, like a gentle whisper that reaches the depths of our hearts. Her voice is gentle but firm, inviting us to choose a better path. She doesn't force or coerce. Instead, she guides us with a steady hand, showing us the way to a more fulfilling life. Wisdom's words are for all of us, no matter who we are or what we've done. She speaks to the core of our being, transcending barriers of age, race, and background. Young or old, rich or poor, everyone needs wisdom. It is the common thread that binds us all, a universal truth that we all must embrace. She offers something the world can't give: true understanding and a life of purpose. In her hands, she holds the keys to a deeper, more meaningful existence, one that goes beyond the superficial. Will you listen to her call? The choice is yours. In a world filled with noise and distractions, will you heed the voice of wisdom and let it guide you to a life of true fulfillment? Lady Wisdom doesn't offer fleeting riches or temporary fame. She doesn't promise the glitter of gold or the sparkle of diamonds. Instead, she offers something far more enduring and profound. She offers something far more valuable: wisdom and understanding. These are treasures that cannot be measured by any earthly standard. They are the keys to a life well lived, a life of purpose and meaning. The world chases after possessions, but wisdom tells us that true wealth is found in knowledge. In a world obsessed with material gain, wisdom stands as a beacon, guiding us to what truly matters. Silver tarnishes, and gold loses its luster. These material things are temporary, subject to the ravages of time. Wisdom endures forever. It is a light that never dims, a treasure that never fades. Wisdom is a guiding star, a constant companion through the trials and tribulations of life. It teaches us to see beyond the surface, to understand the deeper truths of existence. She teaches us to value what truly matters: integrity, kindness, and love. These are the qualities that define our character, that shape our interactions with the world and with each other. These qualities are more precious than rubies. They are the true gems of life, the treasures that bring lasting joy and fulfillment. They shape our character and guide our steps. They are the foundation upon which we build our lives, the compass that directs our journey. When we choose wisdom, we choose a life of true richness. We choose a path that leads to lasting happiness and fulfillment, a path that is more valuable than gold. Some might think wisdom is only for the elite, for scholars hidden away in ivory towers. But Lady Wisdom opens her arms to everyone. She doesn't discriminate. She welcomes the humble and the lost, the weary and the searching. All you need is a willing heart, a desire to learn, and an openness to change. She meets you where you are, ready to guide you on your journey. Seek her out, and you will find her. From the beginning, Lady Wisdom isn't some abstract concept. She is a divine being, present at the very beginning of creation. The chapter also reveals that wisdom was present at the beginning of creation, alongside God, highlighting its divine origin and eternal value. This means wisdom isn't just about knowing facts, it's about aligning ourselves with God's heart. It's about seeing the world through His eyes and living according to His plan. The choice before us is clear. Will we embrace wisdom, the guiding light that illuminates our path, or ignore her call and wander aimlessly? Choosing wisdom leads to life, to blessing, to a sense of purpose and direction. It brings favor with God and man, opening doors of opportunity and fostering harmonious relationships. It's a path of peace, understanding, and true fulfillment. Ignoring wisdom, however, has dire consequences. It leads to confusion, a sense of being lost in a fog, pain, and ultimately, to the collapse of what we hold dear. The path without wisdom is fraught with peril, leading to a barren, desolate existence. Proverbs warns us that those who reject wisdom hate their own souls. They turn away from the very essence of life. Choose wisely, for your choices determine your destiny. Seek wisdom, love wisdom, and follow her ways. Embrace her teachings. True wisdom is from God, eternal, righteous, and life-giving. It's available to everyone, but it must be sought, loved, and followed to bring blessing and avoid destruction.
Hey everyone, I hope you're all doing well and feeling inspired today. Welcome back to our Bible study series. It's always a joy to explore the scriptures with you. Today we're diving into Proverbs chapter 9, a chapter that brings us face to face with a critical life decision: the choice between wisdom and folly. This chapter is rich with imagery and lessons that are as relevant today as they were when they were first written. Proverbs 9 personifies wisdom and folly as two women, each extending an invitation. Let's start with wisdom and see what she has to offer. She is portrayed as a gracious woman who has prepared a feast. Imagine a beautiful, inviting table set in a serene garden filled with delicious food and drink. She calls out to the simple, those who lack judgment, saying, "Come, eat my food and drink the wine I have mixed." Her invitation is open to everyone willing to listen and learn. Leave your simple ways and you will live. Walk in the way of understanding. This is not just an invitation to a meal, but a call to a new way of life. What's striking about wisdom's invitation is that she offers not just food and drink, but life itself, understanding, correction, and a path to growth. It's a holistic approach to living well. It's a call to humility, a willingness to listen and learn, and an open heart ready to embrace God's teaching. Wisdom requires us to be teachable and open to change. Now let's look at folly. Her approach is quite different. Folly is loud and seductive. She makes a lot of noise to get your attention, but what she offers is far from beneficial. She too calls to the simple, but with deceit. Her promises are enticing, but empty. Stolen water is sweet, food eaten in secret is delicious, she says. Her allure is based on the thrill of the forbidden. Yet, her guests are unaware that her house leads to death and destruction. What seems sweet and exciting at first ends in regret and ruin. The contrast couldn't be more stark. Wisdom offers a path to life, while folly leads to a dead end. Where wisdom offers life and growth, folly leads to ruin. It's a choice between flourishing and withering. This chapter reminds us that every day we are faced with choices. Each decision we make can lead us closer to wisdom or folly. Do we follow the path of wisdom, rooted in the fear of the Lord, or do we succumb to the deceptive allure of folly? It's a daily battle that requires vigilance and discernment. Verse 10 hits home with the powerful statement, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and knowledge of the Holy One is understanding." This reverence is the foundation of a wise life. Reverence for God is the foundation for right living. It's the starting point for all true wisdom. Wisdom begins when we acknowledge God's place in our lives and choose to follow His ways. It's about aligning our lives with His principles. So, what does this mean for us today? It means we need to be intentional about our choices and seek God's guidance in all we do. It's a call to examine our choices. Are we making decisions that lead to life and growth? Or are we being swayed by the empty promises of folly? Are we seeking the wisdom that comes from God? Or are we being swayed by the empty promises of folly? It's a question we must ask ourselves regularly. God offers wisdom freely to those who are willing to listen and learn. His wisdom is a gift, waiting for us to accept it. It's up to us to accept the invitation. Will we choose the path of wisdom and life, or the path of folly and destruction? Thanks for joining me on this journey through Proverbs chapter 9. I hope it has given you some food for thought. If you found this insightful, make sure to like and subscribe for more biblical wisdom. Your support helps us continue this journey together. Remember, choosing wisdom leads to life and blessings. See you next time. May you walk in wisdom and find joy in the journey. Proverbs 10 paints a vivid picture of two paths in life, the path of the righteous and the path of the wicked. It's a chapter filled with short, powerful sayings that contrast these two ways of living. One leads to life and blessing, the other to trouble and ruin. The choices we make determine our direction. The chapter begins by highlighting the stark difference between the results of righteousness and wickedness. The memory of the righteous is blessed, but the name of the wicked will rot, Proverbs 10 verse 7. This tells us that the impact of our choices extends beyond our years on earth. Choosing the right path isn't always easy. We face temptations and pressures that can lead us astray, but the wisdom of Proverbs reminds us that true life is found in following God's ways. One of the clearest messages of Proverbs 10 is the principle of sowing and reaping. He who sows righteousness reaps a sure reward, but he who pursues evil gains trouble for himself. Proverbs 10 verse 25. This isn't just an Old Testament idea, it's a universal law of life. Imagine a farmer who plants good seeds in fertile soil. He can expect a bountiful harvest. But if he scatters bad seed or neglects his field, he shouldn't be surprised when weeds choke out any potential crop. Our actions are like seeds. Kindness, honesty, and integrity are seeds of righteousness. They produce a harvest of peace, strong relationships, and genuine happiness. Selfishness, deceit, and bitterness, on the other hand, are seeds of wickedness. They grow into a life of loneliness, broken trust, and deep regret. Proverbs 10 doesn't just talk about the consequences of our choices, it also gives us practical guidance for daily living. Wisdom, according to Proverbs, isn't just about having knowledge, it's about applying that knowledge in our words, work, and behavior. The lips of the righteous nourish many, but fools die for lack of sense. Proverbs 10 verse 21. Wise words have the power to encourage, inspire, and guide others. They bring life and healing to those around us. Foolish words, however, can do great damage. They spread gossip, stir up strife, and leave people feeling hurt and discouraged. Wisdom is also evident in our work ethic and how we conduct ourselves. Lazy hands make for poverty, but diligent hands bring wealth. Proverbs 10 verse 4. This doesn't mean that everyone who works hard becomes rich, but it highlights the value of diligence, perseverance, and taking responsibility for our own well-being. Section 4. Hard work and empty pockets. The Book of Proverbs doesn't sugarcoat the consequences of laziness. It bluntly states, "The sluggard craves and gets nothing, but the desires of the diligent are fully satisfied." Proverbs 13:4. Laziness isn't just about sleeping in late. It's a mindset of apathy and a lack of motivation to work towards goals. Imagine two people who dream of opening their own businesses. One spends all their time daydreaming and making excuses, while the other puts in the hard work of writing a business plan, seeking out loans, and putting in long hours. It's not hard to predict who's more likely to see their dream become a reality. Hard work, on the other hand, brings a sense of accomplishment and the satisfaction of seeing our efforts bear fruit. It teaches us valuable lessons about discipline, perseverance, and the joy of creating something meaningful. Section 5. The power of our words. Few things are as powerful as our words. They have the power to build up or tear down, to encourage or discourage, to heal or to wound. Proverbs 10 drives this point home with verses like, "The tongue of the righteous is choice silver, but the heart of the wicked is of little value." Proverbs 10:20. Our words reveal what's truly in our hearts. When we speak words of kindness, compassion, and encouragement, we reflect the heart of God. But when our words are filled with gossip, criticism, and negativity, they poison our relationships and create a toxic environment. The next time you're about to speak, pause for a moment and consider the weight of your words. Ask yourself, are these words life-giving or life-draining? Will they build others up or tear them down? Let's choose to use our words as instruments of grace and encouragement. Thanks for watching. The wisdom in Proverbs isn't just ancient advice. It's timeless truth for everyday life. If this message encouraged you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insight from God's Word. Let's keep learning, growing, and walking in wisdom, one chapter at a time. Until next time, stay wise and be blessed.
Proverbs chapter 11 presents a profound contrast, a timeless lesson that transcends generations. It speaks of the righteous and the wicked, painting a vivid picture of their divergent paths. It weighs their actions on the scales of life, measuring the true value of their deeds. One side holds integrity and humility, virtues that stand the test of time. The other side carries deceit and pride, traits that lead to downfall. This chapter reminds us that our choices have consequences, shaping our lives in profound ways. We shape our destinies with each decision, each step we take on our journey. The opening verse sets the tone, emphasizing the importance of honesty and integrity. The Lord detests dishonest scales, a powerful reminder of divine justice. God values fairness and honesty. He sees through superficiality, rewarding those who live righteously. True wealth lies not in material possessions but in righteousness, a treasure that cannot be taken away. Proverbs 11 verse 4 warns, "Wealth is worthless in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivers from death," a sobering truth. This message resonates through the ages, echoing in the hearts of those who seek wisdom. It reminds us that true security comes from living a just and upright life, a life aligned with divine principles. Character is the foundation upon which we build our lives. It is the bedrock that supports our every action and decision, shaping who we are and how we interact with the world around us. Honesty and integrity are its cornerstones. These values are not just abstract concepts, but practical guides that influence our daily lives and relationships. Proverbs 11 verse 3 states, "The integrity of the upright guides them, but the unfaithful are destroyed by their duplicity." This ancient wisdom still holds true today. When we live with integrity, we earn trust and respect. These are the building blocks of strong, lasting relationships and communities. We become beacons of hope in a world often shrouded in darkness. Our steadfastness provides guidance and inspiration to others. Our actions create ripples that extend far beyond ourselves. Each act of integrity sets off a chain reaction, influencing countless lives. They shape our legacy and inspire generations to come. The values we uphold today will be the foundation for future generations. Proverbs 11 verse 10 rejoices, "When the righteous prosper, the city rejoices. When the wicked perish, there are shouts of joy." This highlights the collective joy that integrity brings to a community. A life lived with integrity is a gift to the world. It is a beacon of light that guides others and fosters a sense of community and belonging. It leaves an imprint that time cannot erase. Our legacy of integrity will endure, influencing and inspiring long after we are gone. Generosity is a powerful force. It enriches both the giver and the receiver. Proverbs 11 verse 25 states, "A generous person will prosper. Whoever refreshes others will be refreshed." When we give freely, we open ourselves to blessings. We experience the joy of making a difference in the lives of others. Selfishness, on the other hand, leads to isolation and emptiness. Proverbs 11 verse 26 warns, "Whoever withholds grain will be cursed by the people, but blessing will be on the head of the one who sells it." True prosperity comes from sharing our blessings with others. When we give generously, we create a ripple effect of kindness and compassion. Proverbs chapter 11 offers a clear choice: the path of righteousness or the path of wickedness. One leads to life, the other to destruction. The path of righteousness is illuminated by truth and guided by integrity. The choice is ours to make. Each decision we face is a step on this journey. Proverbs 11 verses 18 and 19 remind us, "The wicked earn deceptive wages, but he who sows righteousness reaps a sure reward." Just as a farmer plants seeds and waits for the harvest, so too must we be patient and diligent in our pursuit of goodness. Whoever persists in righteousness has life, but whoever pursues evil finds death. The consequences of our choices are profound and far-reaching. Let us choose wisdom. Let us embrace integrity, humility, and righteousness. Let us be known for our honesty, generosity, and kindness. These virtues not only enrich our lives but also inspire those around us. By doing so, we create a brighter future for ourselves and for generations to come. Our actions today set the foundation for tomorrow. The path of righteousness is a journey worth taking. It leads to a life of purpose, meaning, and lasting fulfillment. Let us walk this path with courage and conviction. Hey there, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm diving into a chapter packed with timeless wisdom, Proverbs chapter 12. Now, if you're into self-improvement, this one's for you. Proverbs 12 is like a roadmap for living a righteous life, and it's all about the stark contrast between wisdom and folly, righteousness and wickedness. First off, let's talk discipline. Verse 1 gets straight to the point. Whoever loves discipline loves knowledge, but whoever hates correction is stupid. Harsh, right? But here's the truth. Embracing discipline and correction is a sign of wisdom. It's how we grow. Next, honest speech and truthfulness build trust. Verses 17 to 19 emphasize the power of our words. A truthful witness gives honest testimony, but a false witness tells lies. Our words can either build up or tear down. Choose truth. And then we have the work ethic. Verses 24 and 27 remind us that diligence leads to success, while laziness results in poverty. Hard work is praised, laziness is condemned. If you want to achieve your goals, put in the effort and stay diligent. Verse 10 adds another layer, caring for others. The righteous care for the needs of their animals, but the kindest acts of the wicked are cruel. It's a call to compassion. Your kindness, even to animals, reflects your character. And let's not forget about the power of our speech. Verse 18 says, "The words of the reckless pierce like swords, but the tongue of the wise brings healing. Wisdom in speech brings healing. Foolish talk leads to ruin." How are you using your words? Are they healing or hurting? So what's the overall theme here? Living righteously, with honesty, hard work, and wise speech, brings stability, respect, and God's favor. Proverbs 12 encourages us to accept correction, speak truth, work diligently, and live with integrity. Remember, these proverbs aren't just ancient sayings, they're practical insights for our daily lives. So, embrace discipline, speak truth, work hard, be kind, and use your words wisely. That's the path to a fulfilling and righteous life. Thanks for tuning in, and if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, and make sure to subscribe for more insights. Until next time, keep growing and keep improving. Take care.
The Book of Proverbs is like a compass guiding us toward a life of wisdom and fulfillment. It offers timeless principles that help us navigate the complexities of our daily lives, providing direction and clarity when we need it most. Chapter 13, in particular, offers timeless advice on navigating the complexities of life. It is filled with insights that are as relevant today as they were centuries ago. It contrasts the paths of wisdom and foolishness, highlighting the blessings that come with choosing the former. The chapter vividly illustrates the outcomes of our choices, urging us to pursue wisdom diligently. This chapter reminds us that our choices have consequences. Every decision we make can lead us closer to a life of fulfillment or further away from it. It encourages us to embrace discipline, honesty, and diligence, promising that such virtues will lead to a life of peace and prosperity. These qualities are the building blocks of a meaningful and successful life. In a world filled with distractions and temptations, Proverbs 13 serves as a beacon of truth. It stands as a guiding light, helping us stay focused on what truly matters. It illuminates the path to a life of meaning and purpose. By following its guidance, we can find direction and clarity in our journey. By heeding its wisdom, we can avoid pitfalls, overcome challenges, and experience the abundant life God intends for us. The teachings of Proverbs 13 are a treasure trove of wisdom waiting to be discovered and applied in our lives. Proverbs 13 verse 1 states, "A wise son heeds his father's instruction, but a mocker does not listen to rebuke." This verse emphasizes the importance of discipline in shaping our character. Just as a parent disciplines a child out of love, God disciplines us to help us grow in wisdom and maturity. Discipline, while often challenging, is essential for growth. It requires humility to accept correction and the willingness to learn from our mistakes. Those who reject discipline, on the other hand, choose the path of arrogance and stagnation. They miss out on the opportunity to develop wisdom and become the best versions of themselves. Proverbs 13 verse 3 cautions, "Whoever guards his mouth preserves his life, but he who opens wide his lips comes to ruin." Our words have immense power. They can build others up or tear them down. Wise individuals understand the weight of their words and choose them carefully, speaking with kindness, truth, and encouragement. Just as important as guarding our words is being diligent in our work. Proverbs 13 verse 4 states, "The soul of the lazy man desires and has nothing, but the soul of the diligent shall be made rich." Laziness leads to emptiness and want, while hard work and perseverance pave the way for abundance and fulfillment. Section 4, Hope, Patience, and the Importance of Good Company. Hope is a powerful motivator, but Proverbs chapter 13 verse 12 reminds us, "Hope deferred makes the heart sick, but a desire fulfilled is a tree of life." This means that while waiting for our hopes to be realized can be challenging, achieving our dreams brings immense joy and vitality. While it's important to hold on to hope, we must also be patient, understanding that some things take time to come to fruition. Trusting in God's timing and finding joy in the present moment can help us maintain a positive outlook even during difficult times. The company we keep also significantly impacts our lives. Good friends and supportive family members can uplift our spirits and provide encouragement. Proverbs chapter 13 verse 20 states, "Whoever walks with the wise becomes wise, gaining knowledge and understanding from those around them. But the companion of fools will suffer harm." Associating with those who make poor choices can lead us astray and bring negative consequences. Surrounding ourselves with wise and supportive individuals encourages us to grow in wisdom and make good choices. Their guidance can be invaluable in navigating life's challenges. On the other hand, spending time with those who are foolish or reckless can lead us down a dangerous path, making it harder to achieve our goals and find true happiness. Section 5. Reaping the Rewards of Wisdom, a Life of Blessing. Proverbs 13 paints a clear picture. Wise living leads to blessings and peace, offering a roadmap to a fulfilling life, while foolishness results in suffering and regret. By embracing discipline, guarding our words, working diligently, and making thoughtful choices, and choosing our companions wisely, we set ourselves on a path of joy and contentment. We cultivate a life that is pleasing to God and fulfilling to ourselves, creating a ripple effect of positivity. The wisdom offered in Proverbs 13 is not merely theoretical, it is practical and actionable, meant to be lived out in our everyday lives. By applying these principles, we can navigate life's challenges with grace and confidence, experiencing the transformative power of wisdom in every aspect of our journey, and enjoy the abundant life that God desires for us. This path leads to a life rich in purpose and meaning. Let us choose the path of wisdom, embracing its teachings wholeheartedly, and experience its rich rewards, living a life of true blessing and fulfillment.
The Book of Proverbs is like a treasure chest filled with precious jewels of wisdom, waiting to be discovered and cherished. Each proverb is a short saying packed with truth and practical advice for everyday life, offering insights that can guide us through various situations. King Solomon, known for his unparalleled wisdom, wrote many of these proverbs, drawing from his vast experiences and deep understanding. He wanted to share what he had learned about God and about living a good life, hoping to impart this wisdom to future generations. Proverbs teaches us about wisdom and folly, right and wrong, good and bad, helping us navigate the complexities of life. It shows us the path to blessing and the pitfalls to avoid, guiding us towards a life of fulfillment and purpose. The wisdom in Proverbs is timeless. It's as relevant today as it was thousands of years ago, transcending cultures and eras. No matter who you are or what you're going through, you can find guidance and encouragement in these pages, offering solace and direction. As you read Proverbs, ask God to open your heart and mind to His wisdom, allowing His teachings to resonate deeply within you. Be willing to apply these principles to your life, embracing the lessons and insights they offer. The more you apply them, the more you will discover the truth of Proverbs chapter 1, verse 7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. Embrace this wisdom and let it transform your life. Proverbs chapter 14 contrasts the wise and the foolish, offering timeless wisdom for our daily lives. The wise build their houses, or lives, on a strong foundation, which is the fear of the Lord, as mentioned in Proverbs 14, verse 1. This foundation is unshakable, providing stability and security. They respect God, His word, and His ways, seeking guidance and wisdom from the scriptures. They seek to honor Him in everything they do, whether in their personal lives or in their interactions with others. The foolish, on the other hand, build their lives on sinking sand, according to Proverbs 14, verse 2. Their choices are unstable and unreliable. They reject God's wisdom and follow their own way, ignoring the consequences of their actions. They may seem successful for a time, but their foundation is unstable, and they will eventually crumble under pressure. Foolishness is evident in our words and actions, often leading to conflict and chaos. Proverbs 14, verse 7 warns, "Leave the presence of a fool, for you do not meet there an understanding of any value." It is wise to distance oneself from such influences. Fools are quick to speak, slow to listen, and closed off to correction, making meaningful dialogue difficult. The wise are teachable, humble, and eager to learn, always seeking to grow and improve. Proverbs chapter 14 emphasizes the power of our words. It reminds us that what we say can have a profound impact on those around us. The tongue has the power of life and death, as stated in Proverbs 18, verse 21. This means our words can either uplift and inspire or hurt and destroy. What we say can either build others up or tear them down. Our words can be a source of comfort and joy or a cause of pain and sorrow. Kind words are like honey, sweet and healing, while harsh words are like a sword, causing pain and division, as mentioned in Proverbs 12, verse 18. The choice is ours to make. The wise person chooses their words carefully. They understand the weight their words carry and the potential impact they can have. They speak the truth in love, offering encouragement and hope. Their words are a reflection of their inner wisdom and compassion. They avoid gossip, slander, and angry outbursts. Instead, they choose to speak words that promote peace and understanding. Proverbs 14, verse 15 says, "The simple believes everything, but the prudent gives thought to his steps." This teaches us to be mindful of our words and actions. Our words reveal what's in our hearts. They are a window into our true selves and our deepest feelings. Jesus said, "Out of the abundance of the heart the mouth speaks," as recorded in Matthew 12, verse 34. This highlights the importance of nurturing a kind and loving heart. If we want to speak words that bring life, we must cultivate a heart of love, kindness, and compassion. Only then can our words truly reflect the goodness within us. Section 4. Living right brings blessings. Proverbs 14 highlights the benefits of living a righteous life. Righteousness leads to security and peace, as it says in Proverbs 14, verse 26. When we live according to God's principles, we experience His blessing and protection. Proverbs 14:11 says, "The house of the wicked will be overthrown, but the tent of the upright will flourish." Wickedness, on the other hand, leads to destruction. Sin always has consequences. It separates us from God and from the blessings He desires to give us. Living righteously doesn't mean we'll never face challenges, but it does mean that we have God on our side, and He will help us overcome every obstacle. Section 5. The Foundation of Wisdom. Proverbs 14 reminds us that true wisdom begins with a reverence for God. When we fear the Lord, we hate evil and strive to live according to His will. We seek His guidance in everything we do. The more we grow in our relationship with God, the more we grow in wisdom. Proverbs 9:10 says, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the Holy One is understanding." As we apply the wisdom of Proverbs 14 to our lives, we will experience greater peace, joy, and fulfillment. We will build stronger relationships, make wiser decisions, and live lives that honor God. This is the path of true wisdom, and it is a path worth choosing.
Have you ever wished for a simple guide to life? Proverbs is that guide, a treasure chest of practical wisdom for real situations. Today we're opening chapter 15, packed with truths that can transform your daily walk. It's not about complicated rules, but simple, actionable advice for a life that honors God and brings joy. Proverbs 15 covers everything from our words to our attitudes. Don't see these as ancient advice, see them as God speaking to you right now. This chapter is a roadmap to peace, better relationships, and a deeper connection with God. Every verse is a key to freedom and blessing if you're willing to apply it. Let's dig in and discover the life-changing power in these scriptures. Proverbs 15:1 says, "A timeless piece of wisdom that speaks volumes about the power we wield with our words." It's a simple verse, yet it holds the key to transforming our interactions and relationships. A gentle answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. It's like pouring gasoline on a fire, escalating the situation, and causing further damage. Think about your last heated conversation. Did your words calm things down or make them worse? Did they act as a soothing balm, or did they further inflame the situation? Our instinct is to defend ourselves, to protect our ego and assert our point of view. But harsh words only fuel conflict, creating a vicious cycle of negativity and resentment. A gentle answer, though, can disarm tension, diffusing the anger and creating space for understanding, and open the door to real conversation, where genuine connection and resolution can occur. We have a choice. Set a peaceful atmosphere, creating a haven of tranquility and understanding, or reflect the chaos around us, mirroring the turmoil and adding to the storm. I used to use words as weapons, wielding them with the intent to wound and control, but it only brought misery, leaving a trail of broken relationships and wounded hearts. When I learned to speak gently, everything changed. Peace entered my home and relationships, fostering an environment of love, trust, and mutual respect. Pay attention to your words. Be mindful of the impact they have on yourself and others. Are they building up or tearing down? Are you using your words to create or destroy? Ask God to help you be quick to listen and slow to speak. Cultivate the habit of listening with empathy and responding with grace. Your words have creative power. Use them to create peace and encouragement, to uplift and inspire those around you. You can turn away wrath. Use that power. Embrace the ability to de-escalate conflict and foster understanding. Even a simple prayer, "God, guard my mouth," can change your life. It's a daily commitment to speaking with intention and kindness. Choose peace over conflict every day. Make a conscious decision to prioritize harmony and understanding in all your interactions. Let your words be a source of life. Let them nourish, heal, and inspire, leaving a positive impact on the world around you. Proverbs 15:3 offers a profound truth, a perspective that can shape our actions and comfort our hearts. The eyes of the Lord are in every place, keeping watch on the evil and the good. This isn't just a poetic statement, it's a declaration of God's omnipresence and His active involvement in our lives. He sees everything, nothing escapes His gaze. God sees you, your struggles, the battles you fight in silence, the moments when you feel like giving up. He sees the weight you carry and the tears you cry, your kindness, the small acts of compassion that ripple outwards, the moments you choose to extend grace and understanding to others. Your sacrifices, the things you give up for the sake of others, the ways you pour out your time and energy to make a difference, even when no one else does. He sees the quiet acts of service, the unnoticed gestures of love. When you feel invisible or unappreciated, when you feel like your efforts are going unnoticed, remember, God notices every good thing you do. He values your heart and your intentions. He's your ultimate encourager, the one who sees your potential, even when you don't see it yourself. Keeping a record of your love and faithfulness. He cherishes your devotion and remembers your loyalty. But He also sees the hidden things, the motives, the intentions behind your actions. The secret thoughts that shape your choices, the secret sins, the things we try to hide, the shame we carry in our hearts. This isn't to condemn but to offer a path to redemption, but to call us higher, to inspire us to live in alignment with His perfect will. Knowing God is watching should inspire us to live with integrity, to be people of character and honesty, both publicly and privately. Our actions should reflect our beliefs, no matter who is watching. Let this truth bring you comfort and accountability, a reminder that we are both loved and responsible. You are never alone, you are seen, known, and loved. Embrace the comfort of His constant presence. When you're tempted to compromise when faced with difficult choices, remember His loving eyes are on you. Let His love guide your decisions, live honestly, even when no one is watching. Let your integrity be your constant companion. You don't need to perform for approval. You already have God's full attention. You're already fully accepted and loved. Let His presence motivate you to walk in the light. Choose the path of righteousness and truth. God's watchful care brings peace and security. Rest in the assurance of His unwavering love. Live in a way that makes Him smile. Let your life be a reflection of His love and grace. Nobody likes correction, but Proverbs 15:31 says, "The ear that listens to life-giving reproof will dwell among the wise." Correction is a gift, an opportunity to grow and become better. A wise person is teachable. A foolish one ignores advice and stays stuck. When you refuse correction, you're really hurting yourself. I used to get defensive, but learning to listen opened the door for real change. Humility is key. Admit you don't know it all. When someone offers advice, pause and consider if there's truth in it. Ask God for a teachable spirit. Correction isn't meant to hurt you, but to give you more life. Embrace it, and you'll find continual growth and wisdom. Let correction place you among the wise. Where does real joy come from? Proverbs 15:13 says, "A glad heart makes a cheerful face, but by sorrow of heart the spirit is crushed." True joy starts inside, not with perfect circumstances. A glad heart shines through no matter what's happening around you. Sorrow in your heart crushes your spirit and drains your strength. Two people can face the same problem. One finds joy, the other is crushed. The difference is the heart. Guard your heart. Cultivate gratitude, peace, and hope. Focus on God, not your problems. Choose thankfulness over complaining. Joy is a fruit of the Spirit. Ask God for it daily. Don't let life's troubles crush your spirit. Nurture a glad heart, and joy will follow. Proverbs 15:8 says, "The sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination to the Lord, but the prayer of the upright is His delight." God isn't impressed by empty religious acts. He wants a sincere heart. Hypocrisy disgusts Him, but honest, heartfelt prayer delights Him. God desires integrity, not performance. The upright aren't perfect, but they're honest and seek to do right. When you pray sincerely, God listens with delight. You don't need fancy words, just a real relationship with Him. Focus on your heart, not appearances. Every sincere prayer brings joy to your Heavenly Father. Proverbs 15:33 offers profound insight into the path of wisdom and honor. It's a verse that challenges conventional thinking and invites us to consider a different perspective. The fear of the Lord is the instruction for wisdom, and before honor comes humility. This isn't just a nice saying, it's a foundational principle for a life of purpose and fulfillment. God's path to success is often upside down from the world's. What the world values: power, prestige, self-promotion. God often sets aside in favor of humility and service. The fear of the Lord means deep respect and awe for who He is. It's acknowledging His sovereignty and submitting to His will, recognizing that He is the source of all wisdom and understanding. Wisdom starts with honoring God above all else. It's about aligning our lives with His principles and seeking His guidance in every decision we make. Humility is the foundation for true honor. It's the bedrock upon which we build lasting relationships, meaningful careers, and a life that reflects God's love. The world says promote yourself, climb the ladder, and assert your dominance. But God says honor comes after humility. True honor isn't something we grasp for, it's something that's bestowed upon us when we humbly serve others and put their needs before our own. Humility is knowing every good thing is a gift from God. It's recognizing that our talents, abilities, and successes are not solely our own doing, but blessings entrusted to us. It's being willing to serve, listen, truly listen to understand, not just to respond, and admit when you're wrong. It's about owning our mistakes and seeking forgiveness both from God and from those we've wronged. You need humility to speak gently, to choose your words carefully and thoughtfully, considering the impact they will have on others. Accept correction, even when it's difficult to hear. knowing that it's an opportunity for growth and improvement. And live sincerely. It's about being authentic and transparent, letting your actions align with your words. God gives grace to the humble. He pours out his favor and blessings upon those who are willing to humble themselves before him. Embrace humility and the fear of the Lord. Let these principles guide your decisions and shape your character. This is God's guaranteed path to wisdom, honor, and blessing. It's a path that leads to a life of purpose, joy, and lasting significance. Choose his way, even when it's challenging, even when it requires sacrifice, even if it's not the world's way. For in his way, you will find true fulfillment and lasting reward. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.